What is one thing you thought you could never forgive, but eventually did? I used to think forgiveness meant saying everything was okay, forgetting the pain and moving on like nothing happened. If someone hurt me deeply, especially someone I loved or trusted, I believed I had every right to hold on to that pain. To me, forgiving was a weakness, like giving the person who hurt me a free pass. It felt like if I forgave, I would be ignoring the harm done or worse, inviting it to happen again. So I held on to every grudge, every angry thought, and every tear that came with it. It was my shield, and it was what kept me safe. But then something happened that challenged everything I thought I knew about forgiveness. My sister and I stopped talking after a fight that neither of us really wanted but could not walk back from. She said words that crushed me in a way I had not expected, and I said things that I regret to this day. For years, we lived in silence, each angry and hurt in our own way. I told myself that I did not need to forgive her, that she was the one who had to fix this. But carrying that weight, that anger, made me bitter. It made every family event harder. I lost hope that we would ever be close again. Then one day, when I was at my lowest, I realized something. Holding on to the anger was not protecting me. It was hurting me even more. I was punishing myself for something she did, but also because I did not know how to let go. Forgiveness started to feel less about her and more about me. It was about freeing myself from the chains of pain I had wrapped around my heart. So I tried to forgive, not because I thought she deserved it, but because I needed to heal. I sent her a message that was simple and honest. I said I did not expect everything to be okay, but I was ready to try. Nothing changed overnight. Forgiveness is not a magic spell that fixes everything. It is messy and slow, like stitching up wounds that still sometimes bleed. But over time, I noticed a lightness in my chest I had not felt for years. I learned that forgiveness did not mean forgetting or excusing what happened. It was understanding that we are all flawed, that people hurt each other because they are human and scared and broken in ways we might never fully know. Forgiveness was an act of courage. It was choosing peace over endless pain. Now I do not hold the same weight of anger I once did. My sister and I are not close, but we talk sometimes. There is still a distance between us, but it feels less like a canyon now and more like a quiet room we are learning to fill again. Forgiveness did not erase the past, but it gave me the power to write my own future. I still think about that old belief sometimes. I think about how I was so sure forgiveness was for the other person, but it was really for me all along. It was about learning to be kind to myself, even when the hurt ran deep. Maybe forgiveness is less about the people who hurt us and more about the peace we owe ourselves. Sometimes, the hardest part is not forgiving the person who wronged us, but forgiving ourselves for holding on too long. If you like this video, then follow us for more.